Hey everyone, what's going on? Today I'm going to reflect on 2 months of being a dad. So I'll start by talking a little bit about my relationship with my wife. From what I've observed in life and experienced myself so far, I think that kids amplify both the good and the bad parts of the parents' relationship. Kids allow you to share a purpose in life with your partner and share many amazing moments as a family. However, kids also make it much more difficult to manage problems in the relationship. I think that this is why many relationships end in divorce shortly after having kids. If they were already bad, they just get a lot worse really fast. For my wife and I, luckily our relationship is mostly good. Obviously, we have some disagreements and things like that for sure, but I think it's overall made our relationship better, which I'm really thankful for. And maybe this was the test to figure that out because some people have a certain perception of their relationship, but then when it's actually tested under stress and lack of sleep, you kind of figure out what's really going on. But generally, I think we've done well for a few different reasons. One is I think we've gravitated towards gender roles where she may be breastfeeding the baby while I take care of her type of thing. And I think that's worked well because when you have a division of tasks, you know exactly what you need to do. And by her kind of following her maternal instincts, I think she's happier doing that than, for example, taking out the trash. And then as a man, obviously, I'm limited in what I can do, especially if it comes to something like breastfeeding. I can't really help out there. But I'm pretty good at doing most of the other things that need to be done. That being said, I still try to help out with things like changing diapers when I can, um, especially in the middle of the night when she's tired. Overall, her instincts are really kicking in with the baby. So the negative of that is there's a lot more anxiety around our family and obviously the baby. But I think it's a healthy thing. Obviously, for the first 2 or 3 years, you need to be anxious. You need to be really on top of things and make sure the baby doesn't get injured or neglected and things like that. So overall, I'm happy about that. But I think it's been a little bit difficult for her just having that heightened sense of anxiety when she was someone that was much more relaxed about most things. For me, I think my paternal instinct has kicked in to a large degree. I just don't think it's maybe fundamentally changed my personality and who I am as much as it did for her, which I think is typical. But obviously, there are exceptions to the rule. But overall, I'm happy with where I'm at, where I feel a strong attachment to Nicholas and love him very much, and I think about him a lot. But unlike my wife, I can go to the gym for an hour and kind of forget about everything, and she doesn't really have that ability. So I think that's a little bit overwhelming for her to kind of have anxiety and be thinking about Nicholas 24/7. Overall, Nicholas is doing well. He's hitting his physical and mental milestones, so that's good to see. Obviously, he still can't do much because he's only a couple of months old, but it has been nice to see that first smile towards the end of the second month and things like that, and kind of getting to play with him a little bit. It's definitely been fun to see him make progress with little things along the way, and he can change on a weekly basis and maybe even a daily basis. So that's kind of been exciting, but just keeping my expectations really general. And obviously, a baby can show an aptitude for something like, oh my god, they're really strong or coordinated, and it means nothing as to if they're going to be a professional athlete in the future, or if maybe they're hitting mental milestones early. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be a genius. But obviously, it's been fun to just see him progress along the way. And when he starts laughing and quote unquote talking a little bit and making new noises and all that stuff is fun to see. So that's been probably the most rewarding and exciting part about being a parent, and getting to see a lot more of that in month two is nice. Month one was sort of him just being a little blob and growing a little bit each day, and that was fun. But I think month two is where it really started to pick up and become exciting, especially towards the end of month two. So I'm excited for what month three has to bring, and hopefully you'll continue to follow me on my journey. So bye, have a great day. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video.